What's up, y'all? So, making my morning video. I don't know how often I'm going to make these videos, but this one is just sharing a little bit more wisdom um, that, again, I wish someone would have told me. I learned this years ago, though. You know, when I first started back in 2013, when I was originally wholesaling. This is my second stint wholesaling real estate. And this piece of wisdom that I want to share with you guys um, is that wholesaling, first off, let me preface it by saying a lot of people start to wholesale and they fail, they quit. And I think the reason that a lot of people fail and quit, and the reason I'm telling you this so that you can kind of spot it out in yourself if you ever encounter this, and if you can spot a problem out before it happens, you're less likely to get bimmed upside the head by it. So the reason why most people fail in wholesaling is because when they go online, they're basically being sold this dream that wholesaling is the end all be all. It's super easy. You can make a lot of money. All you got to do is go and get the deals. All you got to do is be good at marketing. And the reality of the situation is that's not entirely accurate. And when people get into it and they realize that there's a lot more that goes into this business, again, they quit because it's not in alignment with what they thought or their preconceived notions based on what the internet would have you believe. So my goal is to be just super transparent on this channel and tell you guys the real, and give you, again, the experience from somebody who's just a couple steps ahead of you. So when it comes to having those expectations, one mental model that really helped me realize the reality of the situation is wholesaling is easy. No. I apologize. Wholesaling is simple, but it's not easy. Wholesaling is very, very simple. It's very, very, very simple, but it is not easy. And the reason why it's not easy is because you're dealing with people. Every wholesale deal is different. Every wholesale deal is different. You got to think, people own real estate, and the reason why they're selling you their house at a discount is because of some type of issue that they have. Whether they're sharing that issue with you or not, there's an issue, and everybody has their own problems or issues. So when you're wholesaling, you're actually in it, and it sounds cliche to say, but you're actually in the problem solving business, and that's the reality of the situation. Whereas every transaction can be, from a structural standpoint, you get the deal on the contract, you send the title up to the attorney or the title company. You send the contract to the title or the attorney company. You find a buyer. The attorney or the title company facilitates that close. You get paid. From a structural standpoint, it's the same. But on a minute level, again, you're dealing with many different personalities. You're dealing with so many different people, and that's what makes the business not easy. Sometimes it's hard. It's simple, but it's not easy. And one thing I do want to, impress upon you, or just let you know, or kind of bring to your attention, is that if those problems didn't exist and it was easy, we wouldn't have a business model. So whenever things get tough for us, I just remind the team that, hey, if it was easy, if these problems didn't exist, we wouldn't have a business. We wouldn't have a business if we weren't actively solving problems. Because again, why would somebody sell you a piece of property, a piece of real estate at a discounted price if they didn't have any problems or issues going on? Financially, it doesn't make sense. Oftentimes, the house isn't even a problem. It's what's going on in their personal life, whether it's a divorce, whether it's they're, looking to start a new business, or, maybe they're looking to move somewhere else and they need some extra cash. Maybe they're tired of being a landlord because they didn't want to be a landlord in the first place. Life happened. Maybe they got married and kept the second house, decided to rent it out. Or maybe, a lot of times I see it where, someone is sick. Maybe someone has cancer or some type of disease or something. And it's like, you know what? I'd rather, get this money and put it somewhere that's a bit easier for my children to touch and reach, and something that won't divide my children by having this one house, and then they got to go through this whole process. Like, no, I want to go ahead and head that up, straight on, to avoid that. Or maybe they got to sell the house to pay for some surgery. There's always something that needs to be addressed, or a reason for people selling their house at a discount. And the second you realize that, and the second you embrace that, the fact that it's simple but not easy, and the only reason you are there is to solve problems, the much more enjoyable the journey gets. And I'm not saying that from like a cliche, standpoint, but again, you face things like we live in a society where we hide behind shit all the time. Like, we want everything to be microwave easy. We want it to be fast and easy. So we get on YouTube and we think, all right, well, I'm gonna start wholesaling. I'm gonna be rich in a few months. I'm gonna make $100,000, my first year. And honestly, to be completely honest, if you're wholesaling real estate and you're only making Jesus Christ, if you're only making $100,000 per year, if you're only making $100,000 a year, you're doing something wrong. And the thing that you're doing wrong is probably selling yourself short, not having systems and processes in place. And I'll have a video about that one day. But and I don't want to make this long and drawn out. What I want to do, what I wanted to do, is just impress, just to show you. And again, I suck at content, y'all. So sometimes I'm saying words and shit that just I'm trying to do things right. But what I'm really trying to tell you is that wholesaling is simple. It's not easy. And if we didn't have these cobwebs to clean out on each one of these houses, we wouldn't have a business. So when you see those assignment fees, and when you say, okay, I got $20,000 on the line, I got $30,000 on the line, even $15,000 on the line, work for it. Appreciate that you have to work for that $15,000, because if you are not working for it, if you're not problem solving, if you're not bringing solutions to the table, what the hell you there for? What you there for? So embrace the journey. Embrace that this shit is simple but not easy. And it's going to make your life 10 times easier. It's going to make this journey 10 times more enjoyable, because you're embracing the actual reality and you're not drinking the Kool-Aid. Do not drink the Kool-Aid. Don't drink the Kool-Aid, all right? Anyway, man, I hope y'all enjoy y'all week. And I'll see y'all in the next video, whenever that is. Peace out.